get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a
backfield. Down he goes. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on first half. Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah.
Down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long after.
Here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Looking to throw. Groves looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Swift. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a scramble on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Back to throw. Groves. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take the first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right, but I like the attempt, because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That's the end of the first.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! His 2nd rushing touch. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Groves. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Gal, the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Groves. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Groves. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Back to throw. Groves. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Groves. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Swift. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Groves. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They run again on first down. Cook. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's Sermon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hey, check back 16. Check back 16. You must be.
A give. This is Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Groves. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Back to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. And we're going to get a timeout. Quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, all comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
and 10. Off play action. Groves. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. Then he goes down. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering. And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense. And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right? Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear? I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here? Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic. Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Groves. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed a screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Groves out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd and 2, Groves. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Groves. He'll get this off to Swift, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it started. They'll run for it. Sermon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Barnes in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that could be used against them.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and you look back over the